You know, he goes shockingly.
We never. I'm pretty sure like that's not a shock at all. Like at all.
We never talk outside of the show.
I know.
I mean,
Wait, that's crazier.
Oh man, that is crazy. I thought they never communicated via email and stuff like about the show. I'm like, yeah, like Sean just walks in and Dick goes, okay, this is what we're doing today. You're saying they never hang out, they never talk, they never do anything outside of the show?
Come on.
I thought they were best friends.
Yeah.
No.
and we've always kind of been like that.
I think Sean hates him. I think that's the reality. Sean hates him. The show is ruining his life. It's fucking with him, and he wants out. And Dick's like, please, you can't go, Sean. Sean, you can't go. I need you, Sean.
Yeah, we have, but we've also gotten busier with our own lives and stuff. And you know what I mean? Like,
you're gonna miss all the baby shit.
Well,
I think maybe that's why he's getting out of there. Maybe he knows it can't continue on with Dick. But you're gonna miss all the baby shit. Like, what? You're not gonna change my child's diapers, Sean? You're not gonna feed the baby with the bottle so I can get high, Sean? What is this, Sean?
Look at this face. This is an elderly man who's
He's like, you know I can't trust Vito around, Dick. What do you mean, Sean? You're the only normal one I can trust not to diddle my kid.
no,
I mean,
no,
everybody just fucking loves
the
when a sick.
answer is that Sean is the father, and when it comes out looking like Sean,
he has to leave?
He's got out of Dodge. He's like, listen, I gotta get out of here before Dick learns.
Yo.
Tom gets a baby, right? That's the
Sure.
most. That's when it's really.
Oh,
hitting
I'll
its
still.
stride.
You'll probably see me more than you normally do.
He's like,
You've given a
you're
lot.
abandoning me in my hour, Sean. How can you abandon me in my hour of need, Sean? How am I gonna do the show with this child?
How do you keep the Sonichu medallion? By the way, like
he
Mutahar's
smashed
all
that
in this
shit.
drama.
Yeah,
Even
he
all this
felt
drama.
it.
I don't even
He
like. It's so
felt it,
wild.
bro.
I don't even know. Commentaries like bashing him and shit. I have no idea what's happening. It's with like the whole Nux and all that stuff.
Oh,
And-
yeah, I mean, fucking Buddy Nux just pulled up the fucking Lolicon folder and was like,
Okay,
hey,
so-
Muta, let's watch this shit.
But then
Muta watched it with him, and then years later, everybody's like, that's fucked up that you watched this lolly shit with Nux. So then Mutahar disavows the fucking guy and is like, fuck this guy, he's an evil piece of shit. And then he got pushback and blowback for disavowing the Lolicon guy.
So he
They're like,
deleted
"You
his
betrayed
video."
your true friend. So then he deleted the fucking video where he's like, says he's not friends with the guy. And then Nux says, oh yeah, he called me and apologized. Like, what are you doing over there? Like, pick a fucking lane, Muta. Either you're gonna like go down with Nux defending the shit, or disavow him and move on. But whatever.
But he put on. The point was he put on the fucking Sonichu medallion, and he thought like, "There's no way I could be fucked over." And god damn, fuck,
show.
dude.
Thank you. I've
Over the years.
gotten a lot from the show.
That's the most fence-sitting shit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah,
I hope so.
the curse is real, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope everything
For sure.
improves for you and everyone else.
Me too.
Oh,
That'll make everybody better around me too. That's kind of how it works. So.
what? Sean just goes, "If I leave your show, it will make everything and everyone around me better." That's like the biggest.
If
shit.
this show never existed, everybody's life would be so much better. This is like the It's a Wonderful Life of podcasts, where it's like, well, Dick, if you disappeared, Ralph would have actually lived a happy life with his children, given to him by Nora. And Dick, if it wasn't for your podcast, Ricada would have lived happily ever after with Kayla, and he would have never got busted for coke. And Dick, if it wasn't for your podcast, basically everybody's lives would be way better.
Oh man, Wavy Web Surf put on the medallion too. Do they not believe in the curse?
Yeah.
I actually believe in the curse.
Nick's a teetotaler in the alternate timeline. He never drank a drop of alcohol. And he actually became like a successful lawyer that won tons of cases in the timeline without Diddler Dax. Rekieta is just like, he's actually the attorney general now, if you can believe it.
Buddy, that's that.
Every time a Baldo rings.
Yeah.
Thank you,
All
Dick.
right,
Thank you.
Let's move on. Yeah.
All right, so kind of thin fucking Rekieta news. There's been a bunch of tweets from April. I mean, April did get cocked. Oh, well, Rekieta got cocked by April. April is now thirsting after ReviewTechUSA's penis there. April is now horny for ReviewTech, is looking to move into ReviewTech's basement.
Yeah.
It's got to be bad over in that guest house with no Wi-Fi and no furniture and no drugs apparently now. So bad that she's looking for ReviewTech to be her new sugar daddy. It's like, this isn't the money you're looking for. This boy is broke, April.
Is it in this one? Is it here? Oh, you're saying that's part of a separate for the RT.
That's part of. Well, should we go into that now?
Let's just show that real
We're going
quick.
into the dimensional fucking merge where April is getting turned on by ReviewTechUSA.
We're not kidding.
So Proto Man goes, I know a single father of 3, ReviewTechUSA, who would be an eligible bachelor. You could spend the holiday seasons together even. He's also estranged from their family. You would never have to worry about being in a polycule as April Masucci. Now, at first, she's skeptical. She goes, who? Who is estranged from their family? I'm not looking for anyone new right now. But soon, she would fall for Richard. So, Proman goes, she should exercise her right to remain silent. Are you aiming to join the polycule? She goes, about the silent part, I just like being cute every now and then so you smile. Please don't take me so seriously. Imagine being Muslim. All right, let's move on to the next slide.
Yep.
So,
this is ReviewTech.
ReviewTech tweets out, come eat my ass first. I want your tongue to be spinning like an F5 tornado as you approach my hole. And April goes, this is the first time I laughed today.
What?
Thank you. So we're actually in the dimensional merge. We're in the full-on timeline of insanity where, whoa, where ReviewTech goes, when you admit you crave me sexually, and April goes, please don't ever stop tweeting like this. This is what I came for. It's low for Rekieta when his girl, his side piece, is flirting with the 400-pound blobulous monster ReviewTechUSA. At first, she wasn't into it, but then she's, oh, he's so funny and he makes me laugh. And just saying, Rekieta, you're a watch, bro. Rekieta sisters, no. Rekieta sisters, no!
Bring it up. The elusive ReviewTech.
The elusive Dickers dub. Is it really, though? This dirty crackhole? You just know Lauren's seething. There's another girl that Richard's cheating with? Oh, fuck.
Incels fucking winning.
Oh, man, that's crazy. Okay, let's talk about the Ralph outcome. So, as we all know, Ralph has been banned from America. There is an active warrant out for his arrest. If he was to step foot in America, he would instantly be put in chains and shipped to Minnesota to face trial.
Yep.
So for that reason, Ralph couldn't see his son for Christmas. Ralph was big sads to be eternally exiled to Mexico.
The email.
For a while, remember, he was coping. Nothing will ever come of this. The judge will quash my motion. You just see the judge will quash the warrant. I'm going to write a letter to Santa. So he wrote a letter to the judge, like the judge was Santa. The judge denied it. And then Ralph was in a real tricky spot. It looked like he might be in limbo forever. But Ralph has decided to be Bishmade and plead guilty.
Wow.
He's taking the plea deal. He says, the state of Minnesota, Stearns County, has graciously offered me a plea deal for the contempt of court charge concerning the Aaron M. Holte hearing coverage. I have decided to accept it. I will be turned in tonight and submitted tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Okay.
Wow.
So, he did plead guilty to this, unlike where he said, it's just a charge that'll never be dealt with. I'll never have to answer for it. Well, no, Ralph did have to answer for it, and he did have to plead guilty. Let's read his plea.
Okay.
To the above-named court, I wish to enter a plea of guilty in the above-entitled case, and I hereby state to the court, I am the defendant in this case. My full name is Ethan Oliver Ralph, and my date of birth is blank. I am charged with misdemeanor contempt of court. I hereby plead guilty to the offense of misdemeanor contempt of court. I am pleading guilty because I committed the following acts. I attended a... Just the fact that he had to write this out and sign it just makes me fucking die laughing. I attended a remote Zoom hearing involving another individual. During the hearing, Judge Maury advised that pursuant to the general rules of practice, there was to be no recording of the court proceedings, and that any violation of the court's rule that no recording be taken is punishable by contempt of court, bish. Despite this warning, I continued to live stream the court proceeding. The recording was saved via online platform, and the court proceeding took place in St. Cloud, Stearns County.
Oh.
Ralph having to admit that he did wrong, admit his guilt, bow down to the court, and plead with them for mercy. He gives up his right to be represented by an attorney. And I am entering my plea of guilty based on the following plea agreement with the prosecutor. I pled guilty to the sole count. So it's 90 days in jail, suspended for a period of up to a year. Probation to the court. He has to pay a fine in the amount of $500 plus applicable. So he could go to jail. What this means is it's similar to his revenge porn charge, which he also pled guilty or no contest to, which meant he was guilty. In that Ralph is now on probation, so if he commits any further offenses, if he's even charged with anything, he immediately goes to jail for 90 days in Stearns County. He's also having to pay $600 in fines.
How many crimes can one guy...
And it's just another crime on his criminal record as well. So Ralph is spinning this as a big W, and I guess from the perspective of Ralph, it is, ring it up, Ralph a male dub. But I don't think there's any other person for whom this would be considered a victory.
No.
He had to pay out $600. He's on probation for the next year. He had to add another criminal charge to his rap sheet. And all for a photo op with Nick Rekieta, where Rekieta told him he was a good boy for fucking with the Kiwi farmers at court. That's all he got out of this. He's out $600. He's out the cost of his travel, the plane tickets, the hotel. He fucking lost his passport during this trip and all the rest. But he does get to see his son that he doesn't even love for Christmas. So he gets to spend even more money. San Diego, December 24th.
Let's go.
San Diego, December 24th. And he fucked up his hand on this trip, too. And is, like, permanently gimp-handed. So, yes, Ralph does get the W of getting to go back to America. But as we see here in terms of the felted 4, 1 down, 3 to go. Ralph has already been found guilty.
Wait.
And the other 3 are sure to follow.
You know what I think, though? I have it here real quick.
Somebody goes, he didn't give enough notice and he won't be able to see his son for Christmas? No.
Well, here's why I think he had to accept it. Because as we see here, when he tried to fight it, he asked for a public defender. And it was denied.
I can't afford a lawyer. It was denied.
Because he lied about his income?
Because he lies about his income all the time. They probably saw the clip where Ralph's like, I can't afford a lawyer, but I'm being smart.
Yeah, it's right here. Because he goes, I could afford a lawyer, but I'm not going to. Yeah, there we go. Very funny stuff.
Oh, that's the situation with Ralph. He is no longer banned from America, which I guess for him is something. But in the meantime, it doesn't really mean a lot, you know?
Yeah.
He's on a suspended sentence. If he fucks up, which, you know, I'm surprised. He's been able to keep his nose relatively clean since the revenge porn.
Yeah.
This is his first crime. But, you know, like, the bar is so fucking low with this shit, right? Where it's like, well, you know, it's been a few years since he was found guilty of any crime, so ring it up. It's like, most people are never found guilty of any fucking crime. Well, it's only a misdemeanor. Okay? I don't know. It's just like for anybody else, it's an L of massive proportions that could potentially be life-ruining. But for Ralph, once again, it was Tuesday.
His whole thing is, well, see, the casino was wrong. I am not banned from America, but at what cost?
Well, now, this might set him up, though. Okay. If he gets felted on the hacking stuff and Rekieta having access to the Google and stuff like that. Now, if charges for that come down related to Ralph, then he would immediately have to go to jail.
Yes!
So, and if he commits any crimes for the next year, charged with anything, he immediately goes. Aaron did have another statement to this effect when it comes to Rekieta and Melton and the potential of new charges coming out. Let's have a look.
All right.
Epic Fantasy with $5. Yeah, see, I can't answer that. Here's what I can say.
Is Rekieta being charged? What it said. Is Rekieta being charged over your email hack? Simple yes or no, please.
Answer that. Here's what I can say. It's not no.
It's
yes.
Not no.
It's not no.
Like, that's, come on. Look at his smile. Oh, man.
It's not no. But that's it. That's it. I'm done now.
Tell us.